You know, we said we've been standing by for this report from the Congressional Budget Office. I can tell you we just got it. And Congresswoman, if you'll bear with me, I'm reading through this right now. It's coming to me, and certainly we've got our reporters on it. We will get a more comprehensive readout. But here are the headlines I can tell you just from looking at this thing in the last few seconds. First of all, the estimate from the Congressional Budget Office, again, the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office, they estimate that by enacting this legislation, this Republican health care replacement legislation, they say it would reduce federal deficits by $337 billion over the next 10 years. This deficit reduction angle is key. This is a technical reason here. The Republicans need to show they're reducing the deficit in order to pass it with the legislative mechanism they're trying to use here called reconciliation. Here's something perhaps more significant, though. The Congressional Budget Office estimating that in 2018, next year, 14 million more people would be uninsured under this legislation, under this Republican legislation, than would be under the current law, under Obamacare. So if you take Obamacare and you substitute in this Republican replacement, the Congressional Budget Office is estimating that 14 million fewer people would have insurance next year. Now, it's important to note here, the CBO is saying that they say some of these people, this would be voluntary, because under this Republican legislation, you would no longer have this individual insurance mandate, this requirement that you purchase insurance. The CBO is saying that without that requirement, there would be a number of people who would voluntarily opt not to have insurance. Not everybody. They say that is some of that, but overall, 14 million people would not have coverage who now do. More details. We're going to bring them to you as I read through this, but Congresswoman,